sin spurt, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Olave is the motion man. Now Murray on 3rd and long. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat line to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. This one complete to Melton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is Milton. Quick throw here is complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Space to run inside the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton.
The pass on 3rd down. Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll have a Commander's first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought out at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Another run here with Hall. Woo. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Washington.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Give up the middle with Hall. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Johnny Newton there on the stop. 2nd down and 8. They give to Hall. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. They put Wilson in motion. Murray on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
It's first down, and it's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. A give. Here's Hall. Whoa. And the Commanders are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. They'll run. It's Hall. Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Washington. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone. But no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for our Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. That's into traffic, but taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Olave is the motion man. Second down, Murray. Brought in by Chris Olave. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the give, it's Hall. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Commanders' 17-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 31 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 6. Give left side. Here comes Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now a timeout Rams. It's number 2. As they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He's got room to the 45. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point from Carty is good. And And the Rams go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 3rd down, Murray. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And the Rams are gonna get the football at their own 40.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Milton. He'll get this out to his running back. And that, a thing of beauty. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point from Cardi is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to look downfield once again. And this will be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball. Find easier completions. Find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
He's going to dial up another deep ball.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Commanders 10.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. On first down, here's Milton. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Milton now to throw on first and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is Milton. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. To throw once more, here's Milton. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To the air once more is Milton. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Carney back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on second and 4. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves third and short. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in this stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll go again with Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. RPO, and they throw it to Rice. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll run. This is Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Another run here with Hall. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. He gives to Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On second down, a run with Hall. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Third and long. They go play action for Murray. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 44-yard
line. Out of the gun is Milton. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
2nd and 7. Olave is the motion man. Murray now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Play action now. It's Murray. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Murray. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Murray to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now, Murray. That's deep for Olave. That is hard. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That is brought in to the goal line and in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll try the right side this time. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, here's Milton. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Rams' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.